At the award ceremony, my fiancé Jason Hughes used the opportunity of presenting me with an award to pull Xiaohua on stage and publicly announce our relationship. I shrugged. Just a man, out with the old, in with the new, parents, withdrawing investments, no further cooperation, sister, taking back the copyrights. We'd rather let them rot than sell them to you. Jason got anxious and came to apologize to me, but I waved my hand dismissively. What level are you on to even deserve speaking to me? At the Golden Magnolia Awards ceremony, Jason was the presenter, while I was the award recipient. Just as I was about to take the trophy from his hands, Jason stepped back and spoke into the microphone. Today is a special day, and I have one more thing I'd like to say. Everyone fell silent as I stood aside, watching Jason declare, Linji and I have been together for 6 months. Today, I want to use this stage to tell her, Linji. Confessing love is something a man should do. The audience erupted in applause, with cheers and teasing voices rising one after another. Below the stage, Linji covered her mouth, her eyes moist with tears, until the host reminded her to go up. The two embraced each other. Jason handed the trophy to Linji. I frowned on the side, took the microphone, and chuckled. I heard Hughes already has a fiancé at home. Is this openly asking Miss Lin to be the other woman? The applause below came to an abrupt halt. Linji froze instantly. Jason said displeased, it was just a joke from the elders. What era is this? Surely no one still believes in arranged marriages. Looking at Jason's dismissive face, I couldn't help but laugh. Well then, I wish the two of you a happy union and may you have children soon. I dropped the microphone and walked away, not even bothering with the trophy. I know the entertainment reporters will have a field day with this. The host even called me out on stage. Ashley Turner, your trophy. I smiled at him and said, your trophy. I don't think Jason did this without his support. After all, award ceremonies have protocols, and as the host, he showed zero ability to control the situation. Let him keep this trophy as a souvenir. Maybe it'll teach him a lesson. I sat in the audience, the host's expression somewhat grim. Whatever was said next held no interest for me. As I quickly took out my phone to inform my family about Jason's situation, since he mentioned it was an arranged marriage, he probably doesn't need our family's help anymore. The Hughes family is a third-tier clan in the capital. If it weren't for the friendship between their patriarch and my grandfather, Jason would never have become my fiancé. After enjoying all the conveniences our family provided, he thinks he's made it. Ridiculous. After the awards ceremony, I left with my agent, who was furious. That Jason did it on purpose, didn't he? Doesn't he know this was live? What should have been a perfect award was ruined by him. I patted her and said, isn't this perfect? Start the PR campaign immediately. I want to make Jason kneel and beg for my forgiveness, since I'm giving up anyway. Why should I put up with his nonsense? Holland stared at me in astonishment. You've made up your mind? Absolutely. Great, I'll go right now. Holland was beaming with excitement. She's my cousin, and she personally mentored me when I first started out. Jason's background was something she knew all too well. During the live broadcast of the Golden Magnolia Awards, Jason openly declared his love, and Linji was equally bold. The two were immediately surrounded by reporters after stepping out. Their joint photo shoot radiated a sense of happiness that seemed to captivate the entire world. Only, one couldn't help but wonder how Jason would explain things once he got back. I gave him a cold smile, got in the car, and drove away without looking back. I had barely stepped through the door when Jason showed up at my house with his parents. Jason had a swollen, red face and was wearing only a shirt, with thorny branches tied to his body. Was this his way of apologizing with a rod on his back? Ashley, today Jason was foolish. It was all because of that Linji who seduced him. He lost his mind for a moment. Please forgive him. Okay, as soon as we met. Jason's mother Wang Qinyun grabbed my hand and shifted all the blame onto Linji. I found it ridiculous. Jason wasn't a 3-year-old child. Did she really think Linji could make him lose all common sense with just a beckoning finger, prompting him to publicly announce their relationship at the Golden Magnolia Awards ceremony? It was a live broadcast across the entire internet. He ruined my award acceptance moment. I smiled without saying a word, just watching my parents. My mother spoke up. That's not right to say. Jason has been dating Linji for half a year now. Before that, our family Ashley was his fiancé. To put it bluntly, Linji is the other woman, And your son enabled her to take Ashley's place. Wang Qingyun's face darkened with uncertainty, then she looked at Jason and feigned anger. You brat. Come here and apologize right now. Jason held his head high and declared, I'm not wrong. Marriage should be free, and love comes first. All this talk of betrothals is just feudalistic baggage from the older generation, and I won't accept it. If you're going to force me, Mom and Dad, I'd rather leave this family. Ashley, you've had a modern education too. How can you be so old-fashioned? Jason's words immediately turned Wang Qingyun's face green with anger. Jason, his father Hugh's Qinshan, then gave him a light tap on the head, neither too hard nor too soft. Shut up, if you don't know how to speak properly. Then don't speak at all. My mother forced a smile. In that case, let's call off the engagement between our families and return each other's tokens. My father also nodded. Indeed, young people have their own thoughts. Forcing a match isn't good either. My parents also thought that since our families have known each other for many years, Jason was unwilling, and forced affection isn't sweet. They didn't want me to lower myself to compete with Linji for a man either. If this one doesn't work out, just find another, my mother added. That's true, but after breaking off the engagement, our families will have no further interaction. Let all future collaborations end here. This is our family's bottom line. My parents just wanted to resolve it quickly to avoid dragging me into a love triangle later. What bad luck. But this made Wang Qingyun think our family was in the wrong. She immediately brought out the engagement token, seemingly carrying it with her all along. As if she'd been planning to call it off for a while, my mother carefully inspected it, confirmed everything was correct, and then returned their family's jade. Jason took it and stuffed it into his pocket, while Wang Qingyun shamelessly added, you see, even though the engagement between the two families was called off, business may not have worked out, but goodwill remains. I think Ashley is a wonderful girl, and I treat her like my own daughter. I pulled my hand away. That's too kind. I have my own mother to love me, and she's always taught me that those who truly care for me wouldn't act one way to my face and another behind my back. Wang Qingyun was taken aback. What's with this child? My mother sneered. That's just how she is. If it were me, I might have already resorted to physical action. Wang Qingyun was taken aback and wanted to say more, but my father also showed her the door. Wang Qingyun instantly flared up. The Turner family sure puts on airs. Since the cooperation is over anyway, there's no need to meet again in the future. Your threshold is too high for us to climb. Glad you finally realized it. My mother unceremoniously asked her to leave. She couldn't possibly think the Turner family has such limited resources, and that after 2 collaborations showing our cash flow, this is the full extent of our scale. Forget it. Dealing with such short-sighted people isn't worth maintaining contact. The butler showed them out, and before leaving, Jason looked at me. Ashley, your temper is too harsh. If you were as gentle as Linji, I wouldn't have. Slap. I raised my hand and slapped him across the face. Jason was stunned, while Wang Qingyun screamed, how dare you hit my son? Shouldn't a scumbag be beaten? Not holding it against you is my generosity, otherwise I'd immediately release the video just now. How long do you think your son's true love declaration would last? Wang Qingyun immediately backed down. Jason glared at me fiercely and said, Ashley, just you wait. This circle isn't yours to dictate. I scoffed, not taking it seriously at all. Jason's resources still rely on my family. What tricks could he possibly pull off? I thought the matter would end there, but to my surprise, the next morning, Holland called me. The scheduled fantasy drama has been abruptly cancelled. Damn it, they replaced it with Linji. Hearing this, I immediately understood. Jason must have given her the resources. Jason was originally the investor of this drama. I got the role through auditions and had good discussions with the director. I never expected to be replaced at the last minute. Hualan gritted his teeth. That bastard, I won't let him off. I'll tear off that mask of his. If it's unnecessary, just let her act. Aren't all her films just trash anyway? Linji has too many scandals. She's digging her own grave. No need for me to lift a finger. However, some people still took the opportunity to kick someone when they were down. The entertainment industry has always been fiercely competitive when it comes to limited resources. It's either you snatch them from me or I snatch them from you. I didn't take it seriously at first, but it's such a shame to see this IP ruined by that scumbag. I don't care. But some people just don't know when to quit and keep dancing on my last nerve. The production team officially announced a change in the female lead, and Lin Ji's fans immediately erupted in laughter. "Our Ji is just amazing, announced yesterday, resources skyrocketing today. Our darling Ji is absolutely stunning. What does the other side's Ashley rely on? Nothing but her family's money. Bet someone's fuming right now. The entertainment industry is all about reality." And my fans didn't hesitate to jump right into the fray. "What's wrong with our Ashley? Bad acting. She's debuted for 5 years with plenty of works. Look at your idol. How many works do they have? The same old catfish whiskers look. All they can do is whimper. That face has changed how many times now? We're at version 3.0. Has it stabilized yet? Don't act for 2 more years only to change again. We'll have to look at the credits to recognize them," as the two fanbases argued fiercely. Jason's fans also jumped in to stir the pot. "Sister-in-law is the best. Sister-in-law is amazing. Turner bitch get out of the entertainment industry. Turner bitch's face is really unbearable to look at. How much hyaluronic acid did she inject last night? Her face turned dark. No amount of whitening essence can save it." The fans from all 3 sides stirred up a storm, with many flooding my comment section and sending me private messages. "Sis, aren't you going to say something?" Seeing them stand up for me, I simply posted, "Taking a break during the off-season, we'll be back to fight another day." The fans, comforted by my words, temporarily calmed down. Jason requested to meet me, since we still had a marriage contract between us and some overlapping interests. Now that he asked to meet, it was the perfect time for me to clarify things with him. Jason looked at me arrogantly and threw a stack of documents in front of me, saying, "You can't star in 10,000 Miles of Peach Blossoms anymore. Take this as compensation." I glanced at it and immediately sneered. "A trash script. Even Lin Ji wouldn't want it, right, Ashley? Although this is a web series, the character designs are quite good. The villainous supporting role has gained significant popularity. As long as you perform well, it'll definitely work out. After all, it suits you perfectly. You'd just be playing yourself." Holan couldn't hold back anymore. "Jason, I think there's something wrong with your brain." I stopped Holan and said to him, "If I can't act in 10,000 Miles of Peach Blossoms, then Lin Ji shouldn't even think about getting the role either." "Jason, has the copyright for the original novel of this drama been purchased?" Jason looked stunned. "What do you mean, copyright? Of course I have it. I'm warning you, don't lay a finger on Lin Ji, or I won't let you off. TSK, may the best man win, starting today. We're rivals. If you dare snatch my resources for Lin Ji, I'll take your projects. Let's see who's tougher." Jason flared up instantly. "Ashley, don't push your luck. You think you can take me on?" I turned my head and sneered at him. "Yes, me, Jason. Just wait. This IP will definitely be mine. She stole my female lead role. I'll make sure she can't even get into this production crew." After leaving the office, Holan asked me, "Do you have a good solution? Do you know where to buy the copyright? They say the original author still hasn't shown up. They've been unable to contact them all along. The reason it's being exposed now is to force the author out. I heard the website site has already reached an agreement. Won't work. No matter how good the negotiation goes, it's useless." Holland looked astonished. "What do you mean? You didn't know? The author is my sister. How could she possibly sell it to someone else?" She was instantly stunned. "Emily Turner is Lauren." Yeah, I took out my phone and called my highly productive yet temperamental sister. Emily Turner was rudely awakened by me, her tone icy. "Ashley, if this isn't a life or death emergency, I swear I'll end you for disturbing my sleep." Still as fiery as ever, I sighed and said, "I called off the engagement. Good riddance. That guy was never worthy of you." But he gave the drama 10,000 Miles of Peach Blossoms to Ling Ji, while the novel rights are in your hands. What? I was about to sign the contract soon. "That little bastard. Don't sign it. Just sell it to me." My sister burst into laughter upon hearing this. "We're family. No need for formalities. If that guy is so annoying to you, I'll just give it to you." I have no idea what method my sister used to get the website to relent, but they officially announced that the copyright now belongs to me. Holan and I started fresh by setting up a new film and television company, becoming our own bosses. Overnight, the massive IP 10,000 Miles of Peach Blossoms suddenly became a sensation. Who would have thought that after the announcement of the female lead change in the morning? By the afternoon, The role was back in my hands. I won't be starring in it, but it definitely won't be Linji either. This time, Jason was instantly infuriated. He called me and said, "Ashley, what tricks did you use? How did the copyright end up in your hands?" "Nothing much. Probably because I have more money. Who's as stingy as you? You're both the producer and the investor. But are you willing to spend? With your measly budget, you still expect the original creator to work with you. What were you thinking? Linji is really unlucky to be stuck with a penny-pinching miser like you." After a round of mocking, I left him so angry he couldn't even speak. I hung up the phone and immediately blocked him, then added another line on Weibo, "Someone's getting triggered, sorry not sorry. I just happen to have a little money to spare." At this moment, Jason and Linji's fans were instantly devastated. "Turner, you shameless bitch, using your family's little money to snatch resources. Unscrupulous capitalists, boycott the Turner family, dox her, let's see what business the Turner family is in." I laughed while reading the comments and selectively replied, "Exactly, you're right, I'm just taking advantage of my family's wealth to do whatever I want. Being my own boss and not having to work for others. It's awesome. If you're unhappy, you'll just have to suck it up. If you're so capable, go convince the author to sell you the copyright. Our family makes fishing rods. Go ahead and boycott them." Just kidding. Fishing enthusiasts couldn't care less about the entertainment industry. If they boycott our products, they'll never be able to buy such high-quality fishing rods again. My words instantly sent the fans into hysterics. Still, my Turner Jare is the best. Turner Jare is mighty. No wonder Turner Jare said she needed a break. Turns out she was marking something big. What kind of break is this? She snatched the spotlight back in just 2 hours. Yesterday's award ceremony pissed me off so much. The winner was supposed to be the main focus, but that Hughes bastard actually took the trophy to announce his relationship with his girlfriend. Has he no shame? The host has no sense of timing at all. How can they manage the stage like this? With my backing. My fans are incredibly strong. They completely overwhelmed the organizers in no time. The Golden Magnolia Awards never expected that after running smoothly for so many years, a sudden marriage proposal would steal the show. The host was so frightened that they quickly apologized on Weibo. "Sorry, we didn't expect it to be so sudden. We originally just wanted to share the happy news with everyone on this stage. I was dumbfounded at the time and made a small mistake." He even tagged me, saying, "Your trophy is still here." Still trying to be clever, my fans and passers-by immediately rushed to the scene. "This is a minor mistake. This is Ashley's first Golden Magnolia Award in her 5-year acting career, such a memorable moment, and you actually let Hughes publicly declare love like a dog. Even as an outsider, I feel the host is unprofessional. After so many years in the industry, all you know how to do is slack off. When faced with unexpected situations, you can only go along with others, which shows how truly incompetent you are." The host is also a veteran in the industry, but due to poor reputation, they are highly controversial. And now, this time, when he ran into me, he immediately lost his temper and started cursing right away. I never expected things to turn out this way. At that moment, Linji jumped in. "Thank you all for your concern. I'm really fine. I hope everyone can focus more on our work. I'll keep fighting against the capital with all my might." The way she said it made it sound like I was some kind of irredeemable capitalist, and she was bravely breaking through adversity under my oppression. She made herself sound so inspiring, instantly reducing me to the villain again, calling me an evil capitalist. She actually made me laugh. Is Linji really not afraid of a scandal at all, knowing I'm capital, yet daring to oppose me? Even with sarcasm, I suspect Jason is backing her up behind the scenes. But after some thought, this Jason probably doesn't know the true extent of my family's power, which is why he dares to act so boldly. In that case, I'll have to teach them a lesson. The copyright of 10,000 miles of peach blossoms belongs to me. I've started casting across the entire network, replacing the original director. I've invited the renowned industry director, Chen Hari. The addition of Chen Hari has drawn nationwide attention, making this major IP even more popular. He's a director who has produced many hit dramas, so with him on board, it won't disappoint. Although some people behind my back call me a ruthless capitalist, facing such a huge opportunity, I still had to come and participate. My team may not be the best, but this IP alone is enough to make others envious. To stand up for me, My sister signed over the copyrights of 3 novels to me in one go. All of them were blockbusters from that year, ranking in the top 3 and dominating the charts for ages. Many people went crazy in the comments under her Weibo post. Ashley must have saved your life in a past life for you to hand over all these novels to her. Lauren, if you're being threatened, just change your profile picture. Emily Turner immediately switched to my on-set stills, leaving everyone stunned. My fans are laughing their heads off. Talk about it. I told you it was true love. Some people just wouldn't believe it. What kind of capital could make Lauren willingly hand over all 3 novels to her? Lauren is incredibly prolific. Probably has about 20 works in hand. Go ahead, give them all to her if you can. My sister didn't hold back either and immediately posted on Weibo, saying she only collaborates with me. The novel copyrights are being negotiated one after another, so she hopes everyone will pay more attention. This only made certain petty people burn with envy, never expecting my connections to be so solid. Turner family really has no one in charge anymore. I need to take a good look to see if there's any dirt on their family. LOL, blackmail. The carbon fiber fishing rod my dad developed back in the day was actually requisitioned by the state. This thing can guarantee his livelihood for life. Hughes meanwhile, my dad wasn't idle either on their side. Jason has been jumping around behind the scenes, even buying a bunch of trolls to dump all sorts of dirt on me. They even claimed there's some shady secret between me and the novel's author. Some even slandered me, accusing me of using power and money to coerce original creators. When I saw these rumors, I couldn't help but laugh. It's a shame these people aren't writing fiction. My dad was furious and went on a rampage, harvesting the Hughes family. I didn't take it seriously, but as the casting progressed, Lindsay was the first one I excluded. Jason stormed into the company in anger, only to be stopped by security downstairs. He called me, I blocked him, then he contacted Holland, and my sister answered the phone out of professional courtesy within their circle. Hand the phone to Ashley. After I took the call, I heard him say, Ashley, you're ruthless. You pulled this stunt just to make me come back, didn't you? I'm telling you it's impossible, but I'm still willing to give you a chance. I'll have dinner with you tonight. And you'll let Lindsay audition for the role. Hearing him say that, I couldn't help but laugh. What brand of trash bag are you to be so full of yourself? What makes you think I'm doing this to get your attention? Jason still didn't believe it. Otherwise, why would you make such a big scene if not to win me back? Don't worry. I absolutely won't. Bullshit. I couldn't hold back my curse. Jason, without me, your resources are still crap. Maybe you should take a good look at yourself first. I must also remind you, your girlfriend isn't so innocent either. To prevent the Hughes family from going bankrupt later, I kindly warned him. Unexpectedly, Jason thought I was deliberately cursing him and immediately yelled at me. Ashley, you're so disgusting. Me, disgusting. He hung up the phone just as I was about to speak, so I blocked him on behalf of Holland. From now on, Jason is someone I can never forgive. But unexpectedly, when we arrived at the audition location, Holland rushed over in a panic. Something terrible happened. Some bastard leaked your indecent video. I took her phone and glanced at the indecent video. Although Jason and I were engaged, we had never crossed any boundaries, not to mention taking such indecent photos. We hadn't even held hands or kissed. I'm usually as busy as a spinning top. Do I have time to play this kind of game with people? I shook my head. Call the police. I've already called the police. But things are more complicated than we imagined. After all, so many people are watching you. Look, my Weibo is already flooded. Countless people rushed in to comment. How disgusting. Who would have thought Turner, that bitch who acts all innocent in public, plays such dirty games in private, with a body like that? How much possession? How many big shots have you slept with? You probably had to get on your knees to secure those copyrights too, right? All sorts of unspeakable vulgarities flooded my vision. Just as I was about to keep reading, a hand reached out and snatched my phone away. Stop looking. They're all hate comments. These people are mindless. Just report them to the police and let the legal team handle the rest. Can you focus more during my screen test now? Looking at Lin Mo, who had volunteered to audition across from me, I couldn't help but freeze for a moment before smiling and saying, "Sorry, let's continue." Holland froze when he saw the two of us, exclaiming, "You two are truly acting maniacs. Even at a time like this, you still have the energy to audition. What else could I do?" The arrow was already on the bowstring. It had to be released. No one could stop me from becoming the boss. Leave professional matters to the professionals. After reporting to the police, I immediately had the company's legal team lock down and record the IDs of everyone spreading the videos and posting large amounts of malicious comments, preparing to sue each one of them. Anyway, I have money, and I don't need their apologies. I just want them to pay the price, and that's enough. I responded on Weibo, AI face swapping. Anyone with a bit of discernment wouldn't fall for it. Also, I've reported it to the police. This time, I won't let anyone who slanders me so casually get away with it. The net of justice has wide meshes, but it lets nothing through. Don't think you can hide behind the camera. I'll find you. Technology today is far more advanced than you imagine, perhaps because of my tough stance. Many people lined up to apologize in the comments section under my post. I didn't accept it. Even if you delete it, I have ways to find you. Hiding behind a keyboard and wantonly insulting me looks really ugly. But you lining up to apologize to me looks even uglier. If you hadn't apologized, I might have respected you as a tough person, but I never expected you to turn around and whimperingly beg me. It truly makes me disdain you. My bold remarks also drew applause from some netizens. Lin Mo commented below my post. Well said, cyberbullying is unacceptable. Those who spread it are essentially committing a crime. This could land them in jail, perhaps because Lin Mo broke the ice. People in the circle started speaking up for me one after another. At this point, Jason could no longer sit still. He probably realized that without our family, their Hughes family in this city is just a third-rate household at best. After my dad successively blocked 6 of the Hughes family's projects, they finally came. My mom left them hanging there for a long time until Wang Qinyun couldn't hold back any longer. In-laws. As soon as she spoke, my mom cut her off. I've told you before. Our families can't be in-laws. Don't address us like that. My daughter still has to marry someone else someday. Wang Qinyun was utterly shameless. Oh, look, they grew up together anyway. It doesn't matter who they marry. Why not just combine the 2 families? It works either way. We'd even be fine with our son marrying into your family. With that, she called Jason over. But Jason didn't budge an inch. My mother just smiled and said, I've said it before. Our families are better off keeping our distance. If you have something to say today, just say it outright. No need to beat around the bush. Wang Qinyun looked embarrassed. Actually, I came to apologize. Please, have mercy on us. Our family can't bear this any longer. Fine. Then let Jason admit himself that he and my daughter are engaged, and Lin Ji is the other woman. Only then will I let you off the hook. Instantly, Jason collapsed, refusing to admit it. I won't acknowledge this. My love for Lin Ji is real. Well then, there's nothing I can do to help. My mother shrugged, signaling the butler to see the guest out. Wang Qinyun wouldn't have it. She raised her hand and slapped Jason hard across the face. You've been bewitched by that vixen. Hasn't she done enough damage to our family? I'm telling you, if you don't admit it, I'll post it on Weibo. No, if you do this, you'll lose me forever. The Turners have gone too far, and I, Jason, will never agree to this. My mother smiled and said, see our guests out. She never wanted to deal with these people in the first place. But Wang Qinyun just wouldn't give up, waiting at our doorstep every day. That day, I came home a little later than usual and happened to run into her. Ashley, Auntie Wang, our families have completely severed ties. Please don't make things difficult for me. I knew what she wanted to say. So I cut her off first. Her expression darkened slightly. Ashley, I know our family's Jason wronged you, but please don't oppose her anymore. Okay, I don't understand what you're saying. Jason and I are both in the entertainment industry, each relying on our own abilities. How is that targeting him? Are you implying that the slander against me was Jason's doing? She was instantly left speechless, while I sneered, ruining my reputation and slandering my good name. Did you think I'd let him off easily? If it were your nude photos posted online, would you forgive them? Don't be such a hypocrite. Jason, if he's truly the culprit, I'll never compromise. Wang Qinyun flared up in anger. How can you be so unforgiving? Young lady, be careful or you'll never get married. What a disappointment for you. Even if I never marry, I have money. With money, why worry about lacking men? Out with the old, in with the new. She was furious with me but couldn't do anything about it. Since everything I said was true, I instructed the butler to guard the door carefully and also arranged for 2 rows of bodyguards to beat out any Hughes family members they saw. The police were also very efficient and quickly discovered that the person behind the indecent photos was Lin Ji. She was taken away by the police during her live stream, causing her fans to lose their minds. Ashley, was it you? How dare you direct the police to take our daughter away? What are you up to? Ashley, don't think you can bully others just because you're backed by capital. Come out and apologize. What did you do to our Lin Ji? I really can't stand these brainless fans. I'm not some big shot, just an entertainer. Now they even think I want to be a film company boss. I definitely don't have that kind of power to order police to arrest people. The police soon issued a statement confirming that the indecent photos were indeed taken by Lin Ji, and everyone was stunned when the news broke. Through my lawyer, I made it clear to everyone that I would never let this go or settle the matter. This time, Lin Ji panicked, finally realizing just how determined I was. Jason pleaded with me. Please, let her go. I smiled at him and said, if you're asking for a favor, you should have the right attitude. You must do exactly what my mother mentioned. But this will ruin Lin Ji. Didn't she consider she would ruin me when she did that? I've finally seen it. Their whole family is equally hypocritical. You can take your time to think, but let's see if Lin Ji can afford to wait. Hearing this, he immediately grew fearful, realizing I was serious. Clenching his fists, he gritted his teeth and said, don't worry, I'll do it. I nodded as I listened to him speak. True love indeed. Jason suddenly announced his retirement from the industry and exposed himself as a scumbag. Ashley and I are engaged. When I was with Lin Ji, I had not yet ended the engagement. For this, I apologized to Ms. Turner. I hurt her, and I also hurt Lin Ji. Hereby, I announce my permanent retirement from the industry. Jason ruined his own future, and netizens immediately erupted. He completely blew up. Oh my god, I thought his mistake at the Golden Magnolia Awards was unintentional. But I never expected it was deliberate. He chose the exact moment his fiancée was accepting her award to make a public announcement, catching everyone off guard, and kept insisting it was true love. Hughes, you're really something else. Hughes, you didn't show up today. Did the police arrest you or what? Today, I'm turning from a fan into a hater. I'll never believe in love again. Hughes' family suffered heavy losses. To recover, they quickly sold their villa. Jason's actions caused the Hughes family's business to take a sharp downturn. They lost a significant amount of money due to failed investments, and because of his withdrawal statement, brands terminated their contracts with him one after another. Although I signed the letter of understanding, Lin Ji's public image also collapsed. The mistress who climbed her way up deliberately slandered and defamed me. As a result, no one would work with her anymore. And the brands and endorsements she had secured all cancelled their contracts and demanded compensation from her. Lin Ji's past scandals were also exposed. She was actually a habitual homewrecker and had even been publicly beaten by the original spouse, which led to her undergoing multiple facial plastic surgeries. Jason never imagined that the true love he pursued would turn out to be so wretched. He and Lin Ji had a falling out, and the two were even caught by paparazzi brawling in the street. When I heard this news, I couldn't help but find it amusing. Back then, they kept swearing it was true love, vowing never to part, and now, after overcoming countless obstacles to be together, they're filled with regret, just as my 10,000 Miles of Peach Blossoms IP had finalized its lead actors and was about to start filming. Jason also showed up on set. When he saw me, he was holding a large bouquet of roses in his hands. Ashley, I was blind before, it felt like I was in a dream. And only after waking up did I realize I can't live without you. The surroundings were dead silent, everyone was staring at him. Jason really has thick skin, being able to say such things with so many people watching. I suddenly realized that eating less in the morning is actually a kind of blessing. At least I haven't thrown up yet. Jason continued talking to himself. Can you give me a chance? Let's start over. We were originally engaged. I couldn't help but interrupt him. Jason, don't you see where you are and what you're doing? Aren't you worried Lin Ji will come looking for you? Lin Ji is now universally condemned, and our family doesn't need trash like her. I shook my head and sighed. Jason, what a coincidence. Our family doesn't need garbage like you either. You're the real trash. You crave novelty. That's why you went after Lin Ji. You can't possibly be unaware of all the scandals she's been involved in before. Yet you chose to turn a blind eye, allowing her to climb her way up. Now that she's in trouble, you're the first to abandon her. As a person, you lack even the most basic integrity, and as her boyfriend, you're utterly unqualified. I despise scum like you. Stay away from me. Jason turned pale instantly. Despite being described this way, he still pretended to be affectionate. Do I really not have any hope at all? I laughed. Are you competitive? The entertainment industry is never short of handsome men. Compared to them, you don't stand a chance. Why do you think I would still want you? Jason was stunned, not expecting me to be so blunt. Ashley, in your eyes, am I just someone who can be replaced anytime? Anyone could be your fiancé. I shook my head. Of course not. Only those with good character, good looks, and money could possibly stand by my side. It's just a shame you don't meet any of these criteria. If it weren't for the friendship between our families, do you think someone from your Hughes family would even deserve to stand beside me? My words completely shattered Jason, who never imagined he'd be seen as utterly worthless in my eyes. He nodded at the time, turned away with a desolate figure, while I just shrugged. I was only telling the truth. Don't take it so hard. Jason never contacted me again after that, and I was quite content with the peace. Linji had a falling out with him. Rumor has it she got pregnant to force marriage. But how could Wang Qinyun allow that? She packed Jason off to a wealthy woman. As for Linji, she beat her so badly on the spot that it caused a miscarriage. The police were called, lawsuits were filed, and the whole thing turned into a complete mess. But none of that had anything to do with me anymore. 10,000 Miles of Peach Blossoms began filming. With me as both the supporting actress and producer, Hualan teased me. No longer the leading lady. Whenever I want, I can be the leading lady anytime. But I like this supporting role. It's complex and full of contradictions. I want to challenge myself. Holland rubbed my head without saying a word. After a week of booting up, Emily Turner arrived and gave me a thorough lecture, concluding with a warning. Ashley, I'm telling you, this is my life's work. If you mess it up, I'll take back all the copyrights. She was just trying to scare me. I wasn't afraid at all. But I still hugged her and said with a grin, "Don't worry, I'm an award-winning actress after all." Everyone was surprised to see how familiar we were with each other. Holland scoffed from the side. "They're sisters, no need to be so shocked." That's when everyone realized that Ashley and Lauren were actually biological sisters. No wonder they managed to secure the novel's copyright. Even Lin Mo looked shocked before solemnly saying, "I think I've latched onto the right leg to hug. Please give me a role in every future production. Whether it's a supporting character or a minor role, if I perform well, this will be my retirement plan." The crew burst into laughter. Lin Mo, who was usually so serious, turned out to be quite skilled at deadpan humor. I waved my hand grandly, "No problem." On the day 10,000 Miles of Peach Blossoms aired, fans of our main creative team all jumped into the fray, making it a trending topic across the entire internet. On the first day of broadcast, the viewership numbers were delightful. 10,000 Miles of Peach Blossoms became the undisputed top show in its time slot. Although my role as the supporting actress didn't have much screen time, my acting was undeniably excellent. At the Golden Magnolia Awards ceremony that year, I appeared as the Best Supporting Actress. The award was presented to me by a Triple Crown actress, and the expectations from such a senior colleague are something I dare not forget. Standing on this stage again, recalling everything from a year ago, the light boat has already passed countless mountains. Thank you for watching today's story. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, so feel free to share your opinions. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great stories. We'll see you in the next video.